Hello everyone, Matt Yannick, Hutchinson City Administrator here. I'm going to walk you through the City Council agenda for our upcoming meeting on Tuesday, August 25th. So as usual, we have our call to order along with our invocation, Pledge of Allegiance and recognition of gifts, donations, and community service to the city. Following those items, we have our public comment section or the citizens addressing the City Council. This is the portion of the agenda where anyone from the public is welcome to come and address the City Council regarding any item that's not on the City Council agenda. We just ask that you state your name and address for the record and that you keep comments under 5 minutes. Following the citizens addressing the City Council portion, we have approval of our minutes, which are the regular meeting minutes from August 11th, along with the canvassing board minutes from August 14th. From there, we get into our consent agenda. Once again, these are items that are done with one motion. They're meant to speed up the meeting. Most of these are non-controversial in nature and require little to no discussion. However, a council member may pull an item off of the consent agenda for discussion. With that being said, the consent agenda for our meeting on Tuesday, August 25th includes the consideration of Resolution 16061, which is a resolution setting interest rates for special assessments that will be certified at the end of 2026. Also for consideration is Resolution 16062, which is a resolution to dispose of surplus property at Creekside. Item C in the consent agenda is approval of a Hats Car Wash renovation project that's out at the Hutchinson Area Transportation Services Building. That's the co-op between the city, the state, and the county. Then we have a consideration for approval to authorize pre-design services to TKDA for the Civil Air Patrol training facility. I believe they received $3.2 million from the state for a training facility. Actually, in 2025 legislative session, they needed some language clarification, which was done in 2026. And so this is the design work. The city acts as the fiscal agent for this project, since it will be taking place at the Hutchinson Airport. Then there's a consideration for approval of the final phase of the water meter purchase. That's I believe to replace the commercial water meters in town. We've done all the residential ones, and the next phase is for the commercial ones. And we have consideration for approval request for quote process for commercial industrial water metering project. That's in relation to the final phase. There is a consideration for a private hangar lease with Jeff Brenhog at the Hutchinson Municipal Airport. And then we have a claims appropriations and contract payments, both Register A and Register B. We have no public hearing scheduled for Tuesday night. There's nothing on there for communications requests and petitions, and no unfinished business. Under new business, there is a request to the City Council to rent out the lot at 210 3rd Avenue Northwest. That's the old Senhex site, for an event on September 19th, 2026. That site is not a park. I know a lot of people view that as a park, but it is actually a lot owned by the city for future development. And so this is a request to simply use it as a park for an event on September 19th. The City Council will consider. Following that, there is a consideration for Resolution 16063. This is a resolution approving plans and specs and ordering an advertisement for bids on the City Center remodel project. City staff, along with elected officials, have been looking at a remodel of the City Center building over the last 2 years. A few years ago, there was a space needs study done, which identified that the current building is plenty large for the staff requirements now and into the future. And so the goal of this would be to consider a remodel to bring the building up to date with employee needs, along with to replace outdated furniture, with the goal of really extending the life of this building for another 30 to 40 years. Following that, there is consideration of a first reading of Ordinance 26-878, which is an ordinance granting a franchise to the Hutchinson School District for the right to maintain a driveway on public property. This is the driveway portion of Park Elementary. As many know, that Park Elementary sits on a city park, and so part of the original documents, there's a driveway that needs to have a franchise agreement from the city, and so this is to look to extend that for another 20 years. And then the last action item on a new business is is the consideration of our first reading of ordinance number 26-879. That's an ordinance to amend section 154.063 of the city code regarding conditionally permitted uses in the C3 Central Commercial Zoning District. This is regarding tattoo places. Right now, they're only allowed through conditional use permit, and the planning commission has recommended to the city council to change the ordinance to allow them as a permitted use, and so that's what that ordinance would do. Following that, we have governance items, which includes planning commission minutes and the financial investment report, and then to end the meeting, we have the staff updates along with the council, mayor, and updates. So once again, that is the city council agenda for our meeting on Tuesday, August 25th, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. here at City Center. Prior to the council meeting, there is a budget workshop that will take place at 4 o'clock. The purpose of that is to look at the preliminary CIP for 2027, which is our capital improvement plan. Those are large investments in the city, and the public is welcome to attend that workshop as well. So once again, we have two meetings on Tuesday, August 25th. One's at 4 o'clock. That's our budget workshop meeting. And then the regular council meeting is at 5:30. As always, the public is welcome to attend. And if you can attend, if you have any questions on the agenda items, feel free to reach out to me here at City Center. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you Tuesday night, August 25th. Thank you.